Yen dear, wake up, you will be late for your college. A woman in her 40s said to the young lady sleeping peacefully. She is none other than the beautiful heir of the Lee family, one of the most richest families in the world. Her mom, Mrs. Lee, is currently trying to wake her princess. Just 5 minutes more, Mama. Mrs. Lee sighed and quickly grinned at her new technique. Oh dear, but your first lecture is of Mr. John. Are you sure you can be late? She asked with a mischievous smile and laughed. I took a quick shower, brushed my teeth, and wore a light green dress which was just below my knees, with pretty ballerines. I let my red hair flow today and rushed out of my room to have breakfast. I can never be late on Mr. Gion's lecture. I am in my second year of college and I have met Mr. Gion a few times before he became our professor. He is the chairman's son and the owner, so I met him for the admission. He is very handsome and young to be a professor, which makes all the girls in our college too droll for his one gaze. Though Ian entered the university after parking her car. She walked towards the lobby, and her best friend Anna came towards her with Mark, Anna's boyfriend, beside her. Hey Ian, I thought you were gonna be late today, she said, hugging her with a small smile. I thought you won't come today since it was your date night study. If your girls' talk is over, let's go. It's Mr. Gion's lecture now. Oh my god, I left my books in the car. I'll get them and come back. You both should go first, I'll be quick. Mark said he would accompany Anna, but she declined, saying she'll return quickly, so Mark and Ian proceeded towards the classroom. I was talking with Mark about Anna's birthday when I saw Mr. Gion coming the same way. He was wearing a formal navy blue suit with a black shirt underneath, looking insanely handsome. I shouldn't check him out, but my eyes always betray me. Good morning, Mr. Gion. Good morning. Let's go, he said and turned in the classroom direction while they both followed him. Mark was walking beside Ian when he got a call from Anna, so he excused himself. Jungkook looked the way Mark went and then looked back at Ian, who was staring at him curiously. He gulped, sighing lightly. How the hell can this girl be so dumb? She can't sense the jealousy in the air whenever I see her near with any boy. Damn it, Jungkook thought. Anna and Mark quickly came on time and sat beside Ian. Mark was sitting in between Ian and Anna. Jungkook looked at them for once before starting his class. Good morning, students. I hope everyone knows about the upcoming field trip of our university into France. I hope most of you will be selected for the trip as we are going to represent our university there and gain knowledge about their culture and history. Miss Ian, meet me in my office after the lecture. Yes, sir, but what about my next class? I'll talk with Mr. Joy to let you go. Okay, sir, she said and looked at his face. He seemed pissed as if someone irritated him. After the lecture, Jungkook took his belongings and left, while Ian also started to pack her things. She quickly took her bag and went behind him towards his office. She doesn't want to irritate him more. Once they were outside his office, he gestured her to go first. I stepped into the huge office and smelled his musky cologne. The office was well furnished with lavish interior. I stood in front of his desk and waited for him. Soon I heard the doorknob sound and he entered with a cold expression as always. But he locked the door behind, making me confused. But I shrugged, not overthinking it. What is this, sir? Why did you wanted me here? I want to ask you something. What do you want to ask me? Is Mark your boyfriend? He was dumbfounded as she was still interpreting what he said. I'm sorry, sir, but can you please repeat? A little slowly. I couldn't understand what you said. Embarrassed, I took a deep breath to calm himself and looked at her innocent face. I wanted to know if Mark is your boyfriend. Ian's eyes widened at the question and she quickly shook her head. Because I was jealous. He thought and stayed silent. I just thought our relationship is not good right now. You're a topper and this might affect your grades, so I just asked it to correct you. He seemed a little stressed. I appreciate your concern, son. I'll not let my my studies affect with all these matters? To be honest, I don't think I'm gonna be in a relationship till I graduate. So I think it was good enough that you also expressed your opinion on it. And I don't believe in love, so it is another reason why I'm single. Jungkook looked at her and realized, why don't you believe in love? He asked, not being able to stop his curiosity. I don't really know what love feels like, so I don't believe in it. Actually, I think it's just infatuation that people misinterpret as love. This time it made Jungkook's heart flutter. I think you are already in love. You just need to find out with whom, he said sheepishly, smiling at her, making her frown. Sir, you look good when you smile. You should smile more often, she said while staring at his face, which seemed a little crimson now. She wondered if he was blushing. I'm sorry, sir. I don't think we were speaking. I should get going now, she said, and quickly tried to move up towards the door when Jungkook said, Yen, He was about to say something when a knock on the door made them look back. Soon the principal's voice echoed, asking if he was busy. So Yen quickly opened the door and went out of his office after greeting her principal. Oh, damn this already. He had to interrupt my confession after I gathered so much courage to confess my feelings for Yen. I wish this already falls while going back. She ran away before listening to me. At this rate, she will never know I love her, and what if someone else asks her out? At the lunch time, Ian sat on the table with Anna and told her everything Jungkook said in the office. Mark was patiently listening beside Anna, sipping his drink. Once Ian told him everything, Mark burst out laughing, making Ian confused. Even Anna was laughing. Hey, why are you both laughing? Bish, why are you so naive? He was indirectly telling you that he feels something for you. He was obviously jealous. Why will he be jealous? Mark shook his head and Anna smacked Ian. Girl, grow up. He literally stated that he's interested in you, and you said that you don't believe in love and all that shit. When a man is jealous of any boy near you, it means he likes you. Do you think the owner of this lavish university will have time to be aware of your relationship? This time Ian understood why he was making up things. She pointed out all the interactions and noticed how he blushed around her. Damn, she must be a dumbhead to not notice this before, but it's true because she had never been in a relationship, so it was obvious for her. But I don't know if I like him. You are really an innocent soul in this cruel world, he said sarcastically, making Ian glare at him. Okay, then answer my few questions and we'll know if you like Mr. John or not. Do you like seeing Mr. John every day? Of course, he's a great teacher, but he's scary when I am late. Would you like to see him married and have a family with someone else? I don't know. Maybe. I can't imagine him with someone else, so I had never seen him with any girl. Okay, last question. Did you feel your heart flutter when he was near you? Yeah. Anna's face lit up, but it fell down. Anna scoffed and Mark chuckled slightly. I don't. You'll ever fall for anyone with a sunny attitude. Jen tilted her head in confusion, but soon cleared when she understood he taunted her. I think you should think about it. Ian couldn't see the girl's face since she was facing Jungkook, but she could clearly see him laughing and enjoying with her. Something was happening to her as if of a cue. She was feeling angry unknowingly. Aina saw Ian staring at something, so she looked back. It is the best opportunity to test their love. I know Ian likes Mr. John and she's almost glaring at the girl. But I also want to test Mr. John's feeling, so I nudged Mark and whispered my plan to him, and he smirked knowing it is fabulous. So when we started our plan, Mark stood up and sat beside Ian in front of me. Ian's eyes connected with Jungkook as he looked at their direction, but she noticed him glaring at her. Why the hell is he glaring at me? Ian thought, but soon he saw his gaze on her shoulder. She looked beside and saw Mark's hand on her shoulder. What are you both planning, and why are you sitting here? Oh, Ian, just wait till the climax. Someone is going to blast soon, so let us enjoy the show. She gestured Mark, and he started leaning towards Ian, which made her eyes widen, and she started to move away. Mr. John was dragging me somewhere while his grip on my waist was tight and firm. Soon I saw him opening the door to the cultural auditorium. It was a huge room for our events, but now it was all empty. He pulled me inside with him and closed the door, making me frown. Jungkook walked towards Yen and pulled her towards himself by holding her waist. Yen's breath hitched at their close proximity, so she tried to make a little distance, but the more she tried to go away, he pulled her more closer, and so she gave up and looked at him. You told me you're not in any relationship with him. Then why the hell was he trying to pursue that too in front of his so-called girlfriend? I don't know. Don't lie to me, he said sternly. It's not like my life or with whom I date matters to you, sir. I'm just a student with good grades, but that doesn't involve my personal life. I'm glad you are concerned about me, but that doesn't give you the right to tell me whom I date, not when you are openly dating a girl. Jungkook cut her off by saying, I'm not dating anyone and you are right. I don't have any right to stop you from dating anyone. You are an adult. I'm sorry for bothering you, he said, and his grip started loosening on her. But he quickly pulled his collar and said, Then who was the girl sitting with you in the cafeteria? She is my younger sister, Jeon Carey. Ian's eyes widened and she was damn embarrassed now. She thought he was dating his own sister, damn, before she could embarrass her more. But Jungkook was quick enough to block her way and ask in his amused voice that embarrassed her more. You thought I was dating Carey? Not being able to speak and embarrass herself more, she just shook her head. No, why would I think like that? You are a bad liar, Ian. I am not. I'm not a liar. I don't have any reason to lie. So you don't know how I feel about you. No, I don't know. Why don't you tell me? She asked, gulping slowly. How about I show it to you? He asked. Before Yen could even respond, she was pulled into his chest, and the next moment he was devouring her lips on them passionately. His hands were holding Yen as she was a delicate flower, and her body was responding to him with the same passion. So, do you understand my feelings now? He asked with a small smile on his face. But Yen looked at him with a glint of mischief and said, No, I didn't understand anything. Maybe you should keep doing it so I remember it.